My name is Teacher Bucy, and today we'll be talking about photography. Yay! Okay, I think we all love photography, so it will be interesting to teach you about what I have planned for you. Okay, but first, who can tell me in your own words or in your own way of thinking, what is photography? Or what do you think photography is about? Or what do you think we will be talking about? Okay, that's very good. So when we talk about photography, we are talking about three main things. Camera, using camera, taking a picture, taking a video. So picture and the video, when we take it, we need what? A camera. So that's what we mainly talk about in photography. But today I will go more deeper than that for you to understand photography. Okay, so let's get into it. What is photography? This long word, photography. What is it? So photography is made up of two words. We have photo and then we have graph. And both of these words, they talk about different things, but when you put them together, we get photography. Photo means light, and graph means drawing. So when we say photography, we mean drawing with light. And how do we do this drawing with light? By using a camera, right? It can be a digital camera, or it can be a camera from your phone or your iPad or wherever. But a camera can be used to draw with light. Now, why is photography important? Okay. Photography is important because it's a way to express your ideas for others to see. So whenever you have a certain idea in your head, then you can draw it using light with a camera so that others can just see those ideas. So you are showing what is in your head using pictures or using videos. Like in movies, when they make movies, the director or the writer had an idea of what he or she wants people to see, and then used photography to make those people or to express that to the people. Okay. And then also, photography is used to tell a story in different ways. So we use photography to tell your story in different ways. For example, all together we take a trip to Japan. Okay? The moment we land in Japan, what is the first thing that comes into your mind? Oh my God, this place is so beautiful. And what do? You take out your phone or your camera, start taking pictures, taking videos of each other or of us together. Why? Because later on, we want to tell a story of what happened when we were in Japan. We go to these nice restaurants, we sit down, we are eating, taking pictures, because what we are eating there is different from what we normally eat when we're at home. We go to some mountains, pictures, videos, whatever activity that you will be doing there, we take pictures and videos. And when you put it together and post it, maybe you post on TikTok or Instagram or Line, wherever you decide, people will see your story of what happened when you were in Japan. So photography helps us to tell a story in different ways. And remember, the pictures I would have taken or the videos that I would take there will be different from the pictures Vivian took or Esther took, because we have our own stories that we are telling in different ways using photography. Okay. Now, with photography, there are many photography styles. Many photography styles. But for this class, we are only going to look at 5 photography styles. Okay? Now let's see what are those styles. We have portrait. Whenever you open your phone, there at the toolbar, you will see the portrait option. We have photojournalism. Ooh, such a big word. Photojournalism. Can you say it with me? Photojournalism. Excellent. Fashion. Say after me. Fashion. Good job. Sport. Very good. And the last one, another big word. But it's not so difficult, so you'll say after me. Architectural. Architectural. Very good. Okay, now let's look at what are these styles focusing on, or what are they about. So the first one will be portrait photography. When we do portrait photography, what are we actually doing? Okay. This is when we capture the personality and mood of an individual or group. So, by so, we mean this is when you only focus on the person like this, or the object that you're looking at, and you don't care about the background. You don't care what is behind this person. The only thing that you focus on is on her. As you can see even in this picture, the girl. You can see the girl clearly, but when you try to look what is behind the girl, it's all blurry because we are just focusing on the mood of the girl. Okay. Okay. Photojournalism photography. It is a big word when you look at it, but it is very simple. Photojournalism. Journalism, it has to do with the writing of news, okay? As from the word journalist, the person who writes and tells news. Okay. So what actually happens here, we'll look at events and news. Whatever that is happening around us. For example, here, they were having a race, and the photographer took that picture to show what was happening on this day. Even here, this is to show what was happening in this concert on this day, so that later on they can write news in a newspaper or anywhere to tell a story. Fashion photography. So, as you can see from these pictures, that we are looking at clothes, accessories, shoes, and all of that. So, fashion photography looks at the fashion clothing, shoes, and accessories. So, what people are wearing, what is new in the market, what can I choose to wear, what is my fashion style. You get all of that from fashion photography. Okay, pictures from magazines, they give you an idea what you can buy to wear somewhere. Then we have sports photography. We all know sports, okay? So now when we talk about sports photography, this is when we look at people playing sports, coaches and fans. When you go into a stadium to watch a game, maybe a baseball game or a basketball game, you will see photographers that are taking live streams, live videos of the game, so that they can show to people later, or they can show to people at that time, people who will be watching the game live at home. So photography here is used to help people who are not at the stadium or at the game to see what is happening. Then the last one, we have architectural photography. I think from these pictures you can get an idea what we will be looking at, all talking about in architectural photography. Okay, so you can see buildings, right? Beautiful buildings. So in architectural photography, this is when we look at the design of different buildings. We can see that these buildings are designed differently, all of these differently. This one is so beautiful, and it is in Taipei. Very expensive building. Okay, and here we have Taipei 101. What do you know about Taipei 101? Yes, it is the tallest building in Taiwan, and also regarded as one of the tallest buildings in the world. Okay, so this building is very important. When we talk about Taiwan, Taipei 101 is there. Okay, so architectural photography will be looking at the different designs of buildings around your neighborhood, the design of schools, malls, apartments, all of those things. That is architectural photography. Okay, now it's time to do some work, okay? Because we are not just listening to me, we also need to do some work. So in groups of 2 or 3, you have to take a portrait picture of 5 different objects around your classroom. So you look around your classroom and you need to choose just 5 objects and take a portrait picture. Again, what did we say a portrait picture looks like, or portrait photography? What is it about? You're only focusing on the mood of the objects. So you're only looking at the objects, not the background, which means the background needs to be blurred. I don't need to see what is behind the objects. I just want to see the objects. Focus on the objects, okay? Not people. In this case, we're not taking off people because some people are not comfortable with you taking pictures of them. Okay, so do you understand? Not pictures of people, just objects around the classroom. So when I was in my office, I took 3 pictures, photography pictures. Sorry, portrait pictures. So the first one, it is a water bottle, as you can see here. And as you can see from this picture, I'm only focusing on what? On the water bottle. You cannot see what is actually behind the water bottle. And here, I'm focusing on the lemon tea. Right? You don't see what is behind it. You can see a little bit of this water bottle because you already saw from that picture. But you cannot see anything else that is behind. And here, it's my pencil bag. So, also, I'm focusing on the bag, not what is behind the bag. So you have to do the same thing. Get 5 objects that you will take pictures of and focus on one object at a time. Okay. So, here the learners will be taking pictures and I'll be walking around to see if they're actually doing that, because you know kids with phones, they can just get crazy. So each group will get a phone and they will take pictures of 5 different objects. And as I will be going around, I'll be helping those ones who are struggling to get the right portrait picture. And the ones that actually do get it right, I will have to check if it is correct, and then I'll take back the phone and give them stamps to approve or to just say to them, well done, you've done an amazing job. Okay. So that's what will be happening. And then after that, they bring back the phones, we review. Okay. So now that you guys are done with the pictures, let's just do a little review. Can tell me the photography styles. Give me any photography style that you remember. Okay, yes? Sports photography. Well done. Yes, another one. Photo journalism. Excellent. Photojournalism, photography. Very good. I want another one. There at the back. Buildings, no, not buildings photography, but architectural photography. You're on the right track because you know that is about buildings, but we say it's architectural photography, where we'll be looking at the design of buildings. Okay, next, another person. Which one is that? Yes, fashion photography. Talk about clothes, right? Yes. Fashion photography, talking about clothes, shoes, accessories, and so on. Very good. And then, the last one. Which one we have mentioned? The one that looks at the mood. Yes. Portrait photography. Excellent. Portrait photography. So remember what I said to you. These are just 5 examples. There are many more photography styles, like the ones that are used in movies, the ones that are used for landscapes, and so on. Okay. So are there any other questions? No questions. Okay then. In the absence of your questions, I'd like to thank you. Share. Bye-bye.